Oh, Johnny, you taking my picture.
Oh.
I'll wash my dishes. See what the bar, but you just look and see what's in it. Which napkin is. I know what you're doing. Hello.
So long.
Bye.
I'm back here, Rita. Before you get in, I may get a patent on that, you know it?
Do what?
I may get a patent on my antenna there. I may make $1 million.
I got on 3 shoes. You gonna take my shoes too? You wrote down make my own shoes.
Yeah, of course.
Them's old lady comforts.
Oh, Lord. Oh, if that don't bust it, they won't let it bust it.
Sweetest family in the world. They just 2 of them was the best. I took 2 real good ones. Hey Johnny, you remember we was working down there at Bear Ponders, no, not below Bear Ponders in a field where Bob Wish used to live. Was pulling corn or something, and sweat bees are just eating us up. I said to you kids, I said, well, I'll get you children raised. I'm gonna leave and I'm not gonna never come back. You studied for a while. Rector, you said, yeah, and if you leave, I'll be knocking on your door in 6 months. But if I hadn't had the boys to help me doing things, you know, around home, I don't know what I've done. They enjoyed it. They swapped jobs with each other once in a while. Johnny traded jobs with some of them, but you know what he'd do?
Charge boot.
He would have to have a every time he'd trade. Orange ain't nothing to make. I can make anything in the books. Matter what it is. I can just look at them and make them.
Yeah, I know.
I love to though. This is
You'll have to take your picture, don't you? I'll be great grandpappy, boy. Like you're gonna have to get your hair cut to me.
Yeah.
Look like a little girl one.
First let your hair grow out longer, don't you wear no whiskers when you grow up.
Right.
Dang. You got mama's boy?
Daddy's.
Daddy's?
Yep.
What did you feel mama's boy?
My great-grandson. What about that? Ain't I rich? Read if you ever can see how many I had. Greats.
Yeah, I can't have one, right?
23 years old. Soon will be. And you got a great-great-grandma you're going to see today, too. That's up our Broadhead. She's my buddy. I've got a picture here of Mama and me and Johnny.
An accordion the other day, you couldn't see nobody's feet.
It's so big.
Yeah, he's sitting in that little old chair and you could see nobody's feet hanging out. Boy, he was pumping that thing.
He was.
And it makes
Yeah.
noise.
Oh, yeah. He loves music.
I believe he'll be a musician.
Tell you what, you won't find a crowd like this every day.
I tell you what's the truth, Johnny. If I could just tell you how much I love you, I don't believe there'd be a measure that hold it.
Oh, you be quiet over there.
I'm telling the truth.
You're taking it, I don't see no red light.
And my little great
I bet you
grandchildren.
there's a red light on.
I love my great Johnny.
What?
I love my great grandchildren just as good as I love my grand. There ain't no difference. I love them just the same, just like that.
Really?
Just as good as I do my grandchildren.
Sure enough?
Yeah,
Tell me about it.
I done told you.
It's wonder if this bag just don't break the camera.
Oh, listen.
Let's see. Yeah. Huh? Huh?
Oh.
Have a classy,
Yeah.
would you?
Relax a little bit now for me.
Get that big number 9 there.
But I wouldn't listen. I wouldn't pay.
Look at my pretty
I wouldn't
shoes.
take $50, but it's my house shoes. No.
You like them?
Yeah, but I tell you what, they ain't no count walk out in rocks.
No.
They hurt my feet.
They soft bottoms are good.
They hurt my feet.
Oh,
Hurt my toe. He's in the
Johnny,
house.
did
It's
you
too
ever
short.
have your feet to burn?
Sometimes. When I get on hot water, how far I go.
No, I ain't talking about that. Johnny, my feet burns and starts in the evening.
Y'all just get ready to go down.
It's kind of cold out.
Yeah, I didn't think you could do that. You'll keep on talking till it's not fire.
That's the kind of flare you want, the kind you don't have to work.
Hello, Whistle Britches.
Oh, fart roaster? No.
Boy, I see that little thing in there just a wheezing running around. It's making a pretty noise, Harvey. It likes you, don't it?
Make me walk that far.
That'll say something, Robbie. Speak to us, Grandma.
Did I do it?
No, you just fixing to. You just fixing to.
Oh,
Hey, Grandma. Tell her to say something, baby.
Say something, Grandma.
say something.
Yeah, talk to him.
Oh, oh, it's my great grandson. No picture.
Will you give that to me, Johnny?
Hey, Daddy.
What?
About me, honey.
I did.
Yeah,
Please
son.
don't do that to me.
Dad, I've already done that to you. Do it again.
No.
Yeah, you already have. Do it again.
No, Johnny. You're making me blush. Quit.
Right. Making you blush.
Making me blush. Those things embarrass me.
Look, hey. You ought to see my face behind this camera.
I can.
Can you? Look how red it is.
It ain't red as mine, I bet you.
Huh?
He's making a film of you.
He was.
Yeah, he can take that and show it on TV now.
Oh, is that, Ram?
No, it's Johnny.
My Johnny.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, it's my Johnny.
he'll be on TV.
It's my Johnny. Won't be on TV.
My Johnny.
Yes, he is.
Wait and see.
You had to pose for him.
I don't
You don't have hope.
Hey, Granny. Say cheese.
Say cheese.
cheese.
Yeah. Made you cook that rat for him so that he can get it on film.
Oh, no.
Yeah, tell
Yeah,
him.
tell him about it.
Oh,
He hasn't heard that one probably.
A big old mountain rat, and he kept coming in the house, and he came in one night and got in the bed with my husband and bit him, and he thought he was hurt with a chainsaw, and it was a rat bit him, and he caught him in a trap the next night or so, and he said, "I'll eat you," and so he fixed it, got it ready, and he ate it after it was fried. That was my husband.
Was it good?
I didn't taste it of it. He
Did he?
said it was.
What about that?
I left and walked about 45 miles getting to my grandfather's. And I was right by myself. Were you writing it down?
Yeah.
Don't do nothing like that.
Oh no, I ain't gonna. I just want to get a copy of it.
You ain't. story. 3 days of getting there, though, I stopped over at a house, and they gave me dinner, and they gave me sorghum molasses and cornbread. That's all they had. And they had a big old hound dog, and it laid in the middle of the table. And I ate my dinner. I ate my cornbread and sorghum molasses. And I went on and got to my uncle's that day, night, stay all night. And I told him, he knows I was married, and he asked me where's my husband. I said I left him. He says he'll follow you. I said, yeah. I'm looking for him. He'll follow me. And I stayed all night there. And the next morning I got up and it was raining. I had all the clothes I had on my back. I didn't have many. And I went on that day and I got to my grandfather's that evening about dark, and there's milk in the cows. I went up and one of my uncles was there. He says, well, if there ain't Lucinda. I said, it sure is. And he says, who come with you? I said, I come by myself. And he says, now that wasn't right. I said, yes, it was. And my other uncle was there. He said to him, says, now listen. He always had a word, he'd say, dadgummit. Now, dadgummit, Lee, she can do what she pleases. She's old enough to. And my Uncle Lee, he felt like I ought to go back to my husband. My Uncle Alfred said I didn't have to. So I went and I stayed up there at my grandfather's. And next day or two, Chester walked in, my husband. And I knowed he'd follow me, I knowed he would. And when I seen him a-coming, I left there and went to my uncle's. I wouldn't let him see me. I stayed there 3 weeks at my uncle's before he ever laid eyes on me. I intended to quit him. He told me he was going to kick me. He drank all the time, and he said he's going to kick my butt. I said, you're not. I said, I'm too young to be kicked around. And I said, I'm leaving you. He didn't think I would. But now I did, Johnny. I got up next morning, he went on to his work, working at a stave mill. I went on to my work, and he went on to his work, and I got myself ready and I left. You know, they hunted everywhere for me, and they couldn't find me around there nowhere. And Chester, he get out and followed me. He got there. So I stayed there about 3 weeks before I saw him. And my grandfather brought me up there and told me now, he said, this here man just as good as you are. I said, I wouldn't doubt that. And he said, you go on back home with him. Says, he loves you. I said, I can't help that. I said, he's going to kick me. And I said, I ain't going to take it. He says, I ain't going to kick you, no sir. And he picked the Bible up, laid his hand on it, and swore on that Bible that he would never touch me, to kick me or nothing. He never. Johnny, he was good to me.
Grandpa never did do anything mean to you?
Huh?
Grandpa never did kick you?
Yeah. That's the end of the story. That's enough of it. I can't hardly talk. I'll have to wait. I'm out of breath. Telling a life story. I didn't get enough of help in there. We'll put the roof on it this week. Bill K. climbing. Glenn K.
Oh, you bust. See Uncle Johnny. Come on. Here we go. There, Uncle Johnny. Come on. You do it.
Just don't get
I'll
too
bet we
fast.
don't Johnny.
Well, he can. Oh, what about that?
Yeah, look at Uncle Johnny.
Look at it.
Will.
You didn't have to make that face. Got that Sunday smile.
Yeah, about that. Johnny knows you can walk now, don't you? Don't turn around and walk back, shake his hand.
Squeeze it out.
You're gonna squeeze it
I
out.
can't
Johnny,
squeeze
don't
that.
you know better? Stick that in so like this.
Now we walk back.
Right, boom.
I got you. Where you going? Going on to Johnny's chair. Go. Now.
What's neat, huh?
Body to give you a
Milk.
bucket to milk the cow.
Yeah,
Either one of them.
well,
Where was you moving to?
I'll tell about the cow.
Okay, that'll be just fine.
We lived in Birch Holler, and my husband took a notion to move. Our cow had a baby calf, a little young calf. Well, he goes and gives it away to take the cow with us. And we got way along on the way, and the cow, she laid down. She didn't want to go. She wanted to be milked, and she needed to be. And so we had to go to a neighbor's house and have them to milk our milk calf till we could go on. And we was moving back from the Birch Holler to Copper Creek. And I don't know nothing else. We went.
Tell me where you went up the Longman's Hill, Mommy. You went up the Longman's Hill, didn't you?
Woman's Hill. I thought we never would get up it. That's the longest hill I ever climbed. And we come out that old right wheel day off that hill. Well, there's a lot of stuff can't think of it. I used to know, you know, that I don't know that.
Turn it off and we'll get it
We had a lot of moss gathered and put on there. And we was just thought we was a living there, you know, us children. There was three of us, me and my sister, Abby Jane, and cousin Dan. And we just thought we lived there. And we felt that way. And then we'd go to the cliffs back there. The ground squirrels will store a lot of chestnuts in the crevice to the cliffs. And we were to go in there and get them chestnuts out and eat them in the winter time. We rob them. And, well, I guess that's enough.
Turn it off, then I get her on this other subject. She can come
And that was before my oldest son was born, Johnny. And my husband worked at a stave mill. He'd leave me there in the holler by myself. And one day I was laying on the bed and I happened to look up over the door facing up there, and there was two big snakes with their heads hung over like that looking down. I got out of there and I left. And I told them the house was full of snakes. I wasn't going to go back. So I never went back. I wouldn't go back and live there. I went to my mommy's and daddy's and stayed there till after the baby was born. Then we got us a house ourselves. So that's the end of that tale story. Oh, there ain't nobody else, Johnny, wants to hear that but you.
I do.
You do.
Yeah.
I want her to tell about the
Well.
time they gotta have anything to eat, and if somebody come, just happened in, ask her. And this lady come in and wanted to know if you all had anything to eat, if you was in desperate need
Yeah.
and everything. Can you tell him that? He's getting it on tape, and we're gonna show it, he's gonna show it on TV.
Well, we lived in Heightentown, and it was in the winter time, in March, and I had one mess of meal in the house, and after I cooked it, I didn't have any more. Well, I didn't know what to do, and I couldn't plan what to do. But anyway, we was gonna eat it and go ahead, and so while my husband has gone to the coal bank to dig coal, here comes a woman to my house, and she knocked on the door. I got up and went to the door and asked her in. She come in. She said, I don't know who lives here, and said, I got it on my mind to come and see you. And I told her who it was. Chester Hensley lived there. And she says, well, now, I had to come to see you. And I said, all right. And she sat down and sat there a few minutes. There's some man there. I don't remember who he was. But anyway, she said, let's go in the kitchen and said, and I went in there. She said, listen, lady, says, how are y'all for something to eat? I sat there just a minute, and I said, well, we got one mess of meal in the house. And I said, that's all of it. And she said, how y'all for clothes? I said, we hardly got clothes to strip with. And we didn't. And so she said, you get ready. So I'm going down to the store down here at Heighton, and said, you get ready when your husband gets back, so y'all come down there. Said, can you make it down there and back? It's 4 hard this morning. I said, yeah, wasn't far. So when Chester got back, I told him about her. I didn't know who she was. She was from Pennsylvania. And they come in there and worked in Heighton, a lot of them did. And we went down there. Well, she told me before she left, she said, there's going to be some money made up, said, for you to buy you some groceries and some clothes with. Oh, I said, I'm so happy. Well, she says they are. And after he got back, we went down there. And there was $30 to buy food with and $30 to buy clothes with. And she told me, she said, anything now that you need, that you know you need so bad, says you call it out. Says we'll get it. So I did. And I went on back. We had a table long like this. We had a heap of it. Good food. It didn't cost much. But we had it heaping help with food. And we got through there good. And one day Chester went down to the store down there, hiding. And the merchant said to him, he plucked him off in the side room. He said, now when you get ready to go back, says there's a sack of meal and a sack of flour laying on the counter in there, and says a hog's jaw. And he said, you get that up and take it home with you. And that helped us out again so far. And we went on. And you know, listen, Johnny, I've been giving the Lord the praise for all of this. He made a way for us where there wasn't none, and we couldn't see it. So he said that if we do his will, he'd supply our needs. And you know, he did. And from there on, we always got by. And she asked us if we was Christian, and we told her yes. And she said, well, He'll supply your needs. Says, don't never worry. Says, you'll make it. And I'll never forget that. Cutchin River. We lived on the banks. And we got in such a shape that we couldn't have food. We had some taters we growed, mashed potatoes. We eat taters for 1 week. And you know what? We made it through.
Now give me one. Ah. Give me another, and I love you. Hey, boy.
Now that'll be on that hand.
Yes, buddy, that'll be on that.
They say, what about Miss Hensley doing like that?
Hey, boy, I'm telling you. You know what, Maggie?
Yep.
You know what? I've got one of the best grannies that ever was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll agree.
I am. Yeah, buddy.
Oh,
Yeah, he's the best.
the best.
Yeah, you're the best.
Oh, they tell me that everywhere I go.
Well, I'm telling you that too.
Oh, Johnny. I love you, honey. I love you.
I love you too. Come here, boy. Come on. Come over here. Come on here. Come on, we'll give a tap on Granny. Yeah, now then. There's give Granny some sugar.
I did.
Yee, buddy.
He don't know what to think about his granny, but granny loves him.
Now, Granny, you want to see this on television? You want to see this on TV? You want to see this?
No, it wouldn't matter.
Well, yeah, let's look at it now.
Show it to somebody else.
I want to show it to my granny.
I never did see it.
Oh, I'm telling you what. Hey, Grandma, I used to be mean and throw stumps at the house, but you know, I don't do it no more.
Well, honey, I never thought that. Sure never thought it. I love you so good. You remember the time I run you around the house and you just a laughing and I couldn't catch you. You was throwing knocks on my house. And I got out after you.
Yeah, my granny, boy. I tell you what, I was a mean and all, wasn't
Oh, you were. I thought you was good.
I?
You was the only one I had, the only grandchild I had, and I thought you was it.
Well, I tell you what, I still think you're the only granny they are, buddy.
And I feel like you will get my grandson yet.
Oh, I am. I better be. Come on, Maggie, get in here. Come on.
What will I do?
What did you do? Just do what you're doing.
I can't over there.
Yeah, you can. Come over here.
Okay, my hair all done up now.
Now, Red, can you get all this? This is my mommy. This is my mommy. And this is my grandma.
And me.
Every bit of it. Yeah.
Let's go see it on TV now.
Okay. Okay, Red.